Hey, Jonathan. We are pulling apart this 5.3 block. Never really done this before, but I figured I'd go ahead and do it and take y'all along for the ride if y'all wanted to. If not, then you're gay. But, let me flip this around. It's not going to flip around. Oh, it is going to flip around. We are working on a used 5.3 liter LM7, I'm assuming. And I just started taking the rods off, and the crank doesn't look that bad. I only got one more to take out. See if I can film it while I do it. I already broke them loose, but you gotta mark them. I just marked the each piston with like a little small punch. You can see it really good there. Well, not really good, but just a little small punch, and you just put this is, since this is the 8th piston, I just put 8 little dots on it, because I don't know, I doubt I'm going to reuse these rods, but it's just force of habit to mark everything as it comes out. Everything seems to look okay. That's supposed to be there. I spent all day today working on the heads, pulling the valves out and cleaning them up. These will have to get machined as well. And then, let's see. I took some, that's not the clean side. Took some sandpaper to this side, 2000 grit sandpaper, and it feels like glass, but it's not polished. You could polish that up and it would look really good. And these are the pistons out of this motor. Engine, if you will want to say that. The bearings don't look bad. They got a lot of grime on them from where I was touching everything with my hands. I know they got a lot of buildup on the actual piston itself. They're super nasty, and the heads look like that too. This one I haven't cleaned off yet, but you can see that it's got a lot of gasket left on it. But the pistons themselves have a lot of carbon buildup on them. Correct me if I'm wrong on anything I say, guys. I'm just talking here. But I don't think I'm going to use these pistons. I'll probably get some good ones. Oh, to pull the valves out today, I was working on it, and I could not. I was playing with clamps and grip, all kind of stuff, just trying to figure out a way to get the valves out. And I found this plate, and it was a square plate, and I had to cut the notch out of it, and the notch goes right around the valve spring, like so. And the bolt hole goes into it's aluminum, so I don't think it'll hurt these. I don't know what they're called, caps, I guess. But the bolt goes straight into where the rockers go. I think it's the rockers, either that or the, no, not the rockers. Oh, maybe it is the rockers, I'm not sure. But bolt goes straight into that, and you just run it down, pull your keepers out. In case you don't know what keepers are. Keepers are these little fellas right here. There's a groove on the top of your valve, and these keepers have a little small I don't know how to say it, rise in them, and whenever you sit them up against the valve, they lock in, and the valve spring pushes up against that and locks in. Let's see if I can show you how it works. Keepers go like this, and I can't remember what the word is. Not a retainer. Maybe it is a retainer. And then these go up. being a pain in the butt. Anyways, you get the idea. Keepers, hold this down, keeps the pressure on the spring. So that's pretty much what I did today, was pull the heads off. And pulled the heads off. Well, I already had the heads off, but I cleaned the heads off and pulled the valve springs out of the head. And now I'm pulling the rods and pistons and rods out. Only got one more. I don't know if I can film while I'm doing that. But that is the motor that's going to go in that truck right there. Can't really see it very well. Could have picked a better day. It's just a Silverado, 20-inch wheels, 20 by 10s, and 2-inch spacers. It's pretty, I kind of rag it out a little bit. It's got a built 4L60E in it, and the first gear, the first and reverse planetaries are some kind of 4L75 or something. They're 5-pinion planetaries, something like that, and it pulls like crazy. It's got a shift kit in it and a Circle D Specialties 3200 stall. And these tires are really heavy, and before, whenever I was driving it, it was so bad on takeoff. You'd be in town and little grandmas on the little shopping carts from Walmart would be passing you at stoplights, taking off faster. And ever since I put that torque converter in it, it has drove so much better. Like, it's night and day difference, even with the big tires and a completely stock motor that's in it now. But what I'm going with under here, under the hood, is going to be that 5.3 over there. I'll probably leave the crank alone, because the cranks are usually fine for up to 1,000, and I'm not going to make 1,000. I don't have enough money for that. But I'll probably go with a Tick Performance Stage 2 camshaft. And I'm undecided on twin turbos, or if I should go with just a single. I was thinking about 2 small twins, because I feel like it would be easier to make 2 of those log manifolds instead of just making one and make another one work with it, because I'm not good at welding and I don't have a pipe bender. So you just have to, I imagine you would just get the pre-cut pipe and then cut the top off of this and weld the pre-cut to the manifold, and then flip them upside down, and then weld a elbow with a T4 flange on it on this end to make that work without having to make a crossover pipe and go all the way around behind the engine, because once again, I don't have a pipe bender and I'm not rich enough to buy all that stuff offline. But I think I got this motor. I got this motor, a 4L60, and a transfer case that'll fit my truck for, actually the transfer case wouldn't fit my truck, but the transmission would, because it came out of a later year model. But this was, I think, $500 for all 3 of those: motor, transmission, and transfer case. And then I gave my friend the transmission and the transfer case, because he's got a Silverado just like mine, but he blew his transmission up, and I just got my transmission back and put the Circle D in it. But like I said, we're all just along for the ride on this one. I don't know if y'all want to watch. Probably won't get any views, but oof, that's bright. But we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna do my best to not like take the truck anywhere and get anybody to do anything. I want to do all of it on my own, even though I'm a pretty good mechanic. I can fix a lot of stuff, but I'm not the best. But I'm gonna try to do it all by myself and maybe film some of it. I've never really put a bunch of stuff on YouTube. I just kind of want to for the time being. This light is super bright. Is it all the way up? Hang on. Nope. Oof. Guess that's all we got. But for the time being, I want to do all the work to it myself, except for tuning. I'm not doing all that work and then blowing it up. I'm going to have somebody else blow it up, that's for sure. All right, so thanks for watching. See y'all later, guess. I don't know how this is going to work out.